Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video, we're going to be doing a easy gel polish nail art video, including how to apply water decals. So it's a bit of a back to basics one, but I thought it would be good to film because I had these gorgeous new water decals to try out. So I really hope you all enjoy watching. Now these are the gorgeous sunflower water decals that I'm going to be using. Just how beautiful are they? So they were the inspiration behind this set, and I did want to keep the entire set quite simple. So I'm working on my Glamerliz hand. I have already applied a base coat and cured that. So I'm coming straight in with my gel polish colours, and I'm using my Kiki London gel polishes today. So this particular one is French white. So as you can see, I'm applying a really thin first layer of colour. I like to keep my first coat of colour quite thin, so I don't worry if it looks quite sheer, patchy, uneven. I'm just getting down a really thin first coat of colour, and then once we apply that second coat of colour, I'll apply it ever so slightly thicker, and that's where we'll get our colour. But when I'm applying my colours, I'm being really careful that I don't get any on the skin or the cuticle area. Now, if you do get any on the skin or cuticles, just make sure to remove it with some alcohol before curing. Now this second colour is another Kiki London one, so this is Lemon Tart, and just look how gorgeous this yellow is. It's one of my favourite Kiki London yellows. It is more of a summer yellow, but I wanted to get a sunflower set done nice and early, so we're having these nails in spring. On to the baby finger, and I'm coming in with a new colour from Kiki London. This one is called Champagne Spritz, and it's from their new Spring Bling collection. The Spring Bling collection consists of 8 gorgeous glitter gel polishes, and I have swatched them over on the Kiki London YouTube channel, so I will leave that linked in the description box below. Now I did cure my first coats of gel polish colours for 30 seconds in my LED lamp, so I'm now coming in and applying my second coat of colour. Now when I applied a second coat of colour, I'm being again really careful up at that cuticle area, making sure to get a nice neat cuticle, and then I'm just pulling that gel polish down the nail. I kind of want to float it on a little bit more when I'm doing that second coat of colour, but when I was applying the white, I was trying to keep it quite thin because I knew I'd be coming in over the top with another gel polish colour and then my water decals. Now here I just had a little bit of fluff stuck in my gel polish, so I was just getting that out with a nail art brush, and then I'm just coming back in and floating my colour over the top just to get a nice even application. Now I really love the Kiki London colours. I find that they apply very well, and I usually only need 2 coats of colour to get a nice even opaque coverage. I do also have a discount code for Kiki London, so I will leave that linked in the description box below, and I believe that gets you 10% off your order as well. So do check them out if you're looking for some gel polishes. They are very beginner friendly, but also great for experienced techs as well, and they're fab for nail art and all that jazz. So I'm just coming in and applying that final second coat of colour on this nail, and this is what all of the colours looked like once they're cured. I felt like these colours worked really well together. Now for some nail art. So to start off with, I'm taking my striped liner brush and this gorgeous green gel polish, again from Kiki London. This one is called Ivy Forest, and I just want to paint on a section on this nail in this gorgeous green colour. So I'm starting off by just mapping out where I want that section to be. So the first line I drew on, I thought I want the section to be slightly bigger, so I come in and did another line. Now, I'm not really stressing about creating a super sharp line or it being really crisp. I just wanted a section that would be green. So I want my line to be neat, but I'm not worrying about it being straight. As you can see, it kind of curves off against the white because I wanted it all to look quite soft. I didn't want there to be any too harsh straight lines. I'm then swapping to my Kiki London round brush and just painting that Ivy Forest green on the nail, and then I pop that in to cure, and then I'm just going to come in and do a second coat of this. So I did just do this second coat with the round brush because I'd already created my line with my striped liner brush. I was happy with how neat it was, so I'm able to just come in and apply that second coat quite easily with the round brush. Now I really love the Kiki London nail art brushes. They are really good quality, and they come, I think you can purchase them individually now, but they do also come in a set of 5. And you've got a round brush, a stripe liner brush, a detail brush, a ombre brush, and a angled brush, which I use, I think, in this video for cleaning up. But if you are interested in seeing more of the collection, then again head on over to the Kiki London YouTube channel, because I have done quite a few videos on that YouTube channel using the brushes, so you kind of can see them in a little bit more detail. So here again, I'm doing exactly the same, painting on a green section. I began with my round brush this time because I was working up at the cuticle area to begin with. And then I've just come in and neatened it up with my stripe liner brush. Again, I'm not worrying about it being a crisp straight line. I just want it to be quite neat. Now it was a little tricky to get this neat. So this is where I come in with the angled brush, and I just popped it in some alcohol. And then I'm just using that to crisp up my line, just to make it a little bit neater so it didn't look too wonky. And then I'm just cleaning off the gel polish. Then once I'm happy with this, again, I'll pop this in to cure for 30 seconds. And because I want that green to look a little bit more even and really pop, I'm going to come in and do a second coat. So starting off with that striped liner brush, just because I still wasn't very happy with how neat the line was. So I'm just coming over it again to make it a little bit more neater. And then I'm going to fill in that section using the round brush. Now, I really loved how the Ivory Forest looked against the white gel polish, and as well against the yellow as well. And it kind of just tied in the whole design with the water decals. As I said, I looked at the water decals and kind of used them as my colour palette. And that's what I usually do. If I've got something that I know I definitely want to include in a set of nails, I will try and pick out colours from that, whether it be decals or glitters or foils. I will just pick out the colours that are in that piece of nail art to create my palette of colours. And then I just find the set flows a little bit better. I did want to include the glitter, so that was why I went for the glitter on the little finger. And it kind of kept everything nice and simple and salon friendly. So once they had again cured for 30 seconds, we're ready to move on and apply our water decals. But just before applying them, I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer from the gel polish, just using some alcohol and a lint-free pad. Now this is optional, but I personally prefer applying the water decals over a matte surface so you haven't got that tacky layer. Now I've cut out my water decals and soaked them in some room temperature water for around 10-20 seconds. And then as you can see, they easily peel off the backing paper. Now, one of the things I love about these particular water decals from Miss Lucy's is they're quite easy to get lying flat. As in, some water decals, if the water decal paper is too thick, you'll find that when you place them down, you get lots of creases in them, or it's hard to get them flat. These ones I don't have any problems with. I find that they just go on effortlessly. All I'm simply doing is using my silicone tool to make sure they're really well adhered to the nail. I didn't have any creases or bubbles to get out on this one. Now, whilst I was applying that one, the other one was soaking in some water, and it had already come off the backing paper when I lifted it out of the water, which is completely fine. So then I'm just picking it up with my tweezers, getting it roughly into place. And then again, I'm just going to smooth it down. It smoothed down quite easily with my finger, but then I moved it. So I just come in with my silicone tool again, just to make sure it's adhered really well to the nail. Now, if you have trouble applying your decals or getting them to stick, then rather than sticking them down on top of your gel polish, try sticking them down into a wet layer of clear base coat and then curing them in the base coat. I do believe I have a video of doing it that way up on my channel, but it would have been a very long time ago. So I'll try get another one done, updated sort of version of showing you how to apply them that way. But doing them this way is the kind of classic easy way to apply them. Now, once you have got your decals applied, you need to seal them in. So what I'm doing is I'm coming over the top with the Kiki London rubber top coat. This is my preferred top coat whenever I'm wanting to encapsulate any kind of nail art, whether it be water decals or foils. I like to go for the rubber top coat because it's slightly thicker, so it seals everything in really, really nicely. Now, if I was doing this on myself or a client, I probably would still do 2 coats of top coat, just because whenever I'm doing any surface nail art, I like to put 2 thin top layers of top coat down, just because then I know that there's not going to be no chipping or peeling and it's going to last the duration of the set. But saying that, when I'm using this rubber top coat, there has been a few times when I've only put one layer down and it's been absolutely fine. I'm just going to do exactly the same and top coat the pointer and the little finger, and then that's this set done. So super simple, but I wanted to do a video showing the Miss Lucy decals and the correct or the easiest way to apply them. So I do hope you all found the video helpful. If you did enjoy watching, then please give the video a thumbs up or let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed, then please do consider subscribing. As always, I have left links in the description box below to all of the products I have used. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all keeping safe and well and doing okay. Lots of love, and I shall see you all again very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.